everybody, this is Eric Warren. Welcome to NetworkMarketingPro.com. We are providing a lot of information this week. There's a lot of discussion going on. I'm a little worried that we might be giving you too much information too fast. Sometimes people want to come to me for coaching and they think they can get this in a short period of time. And one of the biggest values of Network Marketing Pro is that we'll give you consistent information over a long period of time that can help to change your thoughts and ideas. And I want to encourage all of you to go back and re-listen to previous shows, because I promise you, you're going to absorb them differently. You're going to, because you've become different, you're going to hear different things. And again, over time, this is a relationship and it's a process. We're going to be able to talk about ideas, share different concepts that work really, really well. And this week is a lot of them. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about one of the most important concepts that we have in order to be able to build a financial security inside of the network marketing profession. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. Today, I want to talk about an interesting topic, and the subject is why prospects lie. So lie. Prospects literally lie every day when you talk to them. And it's funny because we've been trained as a society to be skeptical of opportunity. We've been trained to be nervous when somebody presents us with something. And I will tell you, there could be a prospect that last night is praying, please, God, let an opportunity present itself tomorrow. I'm waiting for a sign. And then you show up tomorrow or today and you say, hey, I have an opportunity I want to share with you. Their immediate response, their immediate autopilot response is to say, no, I'm not interested. Now, is that true? It's not true. If somebody came to you today and said, hey, I have an opportunity, you might be so focused on what you have going on right now in your life, you say your immediate response is, I'm not interested. Now, is that the truth? No, it's really not the truth. It's just an autopilot response. The autopilot response says, no, I'm too busy. No, I've got other things going on. No, I've got a million things happening with my kids. Oh, my job just, asked me to put in overtime. Oh, my business is taking all kinds of time for me. All these different things that are autopilot responses are not really true. If they see your opportunity and they really take a look at it, most people in the world are looking, actively searching for an opportunity to improve their financial future. Yet, their autopilot response is going to be, I'm not interested. So what do you do with this? What do you do with this information, knowing that it's true? And it is true, I promise you. Most people that you talk to, you say, hey, I have something I want to share with you. They go, you know what, I got other stuff going on. I'm not, not interested. What you have to do with that is you have to be patient with it. And what I do pretty much is ignore it. Somebody says, look, I'm too busy. I said, look, I understand that you're too busy, but I really want you to understand what it is that I do, and it won't take a lot of time, and then we can check this off the my checklist that yes, you had a chance to take a look at it and you fully understood it, and then we can move on. Or they say, you know what, I just don't have the money right now. I understand that issue, and I understand the stress that lack of money can provide for people. However, that's why I'm talking to you about this in the first place. To be able to create a situation where you can make more money. Oh, that's just not my thing. It's not my thing. Well, what's not your thing? You don't even know what I'm here to talk about yet. Make sure that you understand what I'm talking about, and then we can move forward. But most of the time, if you just ignore, if you go back and listen to Nat and Chanita's interview, you'll hear that they just basically ignore those types of things when people say, I don't have the time, it's not my thing, I'm perfectly happy where I am. They might have been complaining about what they were doing to somebody else an hour ago. You talked to them about the opportunity. The natural instinct inside of us is to say, oh, I'm not interested. So, first step is recognizing that this is a phenomenon. It's not really real. It's an illusion, complete illusion. Second, I pretty much ignore it. My goal is not to convince somebody to do anything in the conversation. My goal is just to get them to be distracted enough from their daily life and their daily grind just to take a look, just to understand. I'm not, again, we've talked about this so many times, not being emotionally attached to the outcome. I am, however, emotionally attached to their at least understanding what I do. And third, just moving through that process and helping the exposure be as comfortable as possible, not being pushy. When I say ignore, when this lie comes out, I don't say, oh, hey, you're a liar. You are too looking for an opportunity. I don't do that. I'm patient with it. I let that autopilot response just fade because I'm still standing there after they said it. What so many people, amateurs do is that people say, you know, I don't have the time. Amateurs go, oh, well, I guess they said they don't have the time. And they move on. Really, that person could find the time if they got excited enough about an opportunity. So you have to get, here's the kind of the mental fake out with this. We tell people we're looking for people who are looking. We're looking for people who are excited. We're looking for people who are at high noon, like in the Nathan Ricks interview, are ready for an opportunity. Yes, that's true. But even all of those people, their first instinctive gut response to any opportunity, whether it's this, buying a piece of real estate, investing in a business, buying a stock, any of those things, their instinctive reaction is going to be, I'm not interested. And they're going to throw that up. Even the people who are at high noon. So you have to be patient, let that fade a little bit as you professionally, in the consultative approach that we've talked about this week, help them take a look at the opportunity. So I hope that's helpful. And if you have questions about this, please post those questions below. I'll take a look at them. I'll be able to address them on a future show if this isn't completely clear. But instinctively, I think most of you are going to understand that what I'm saying is true. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, my wish for you is that you decide to become a network marketing professional. You decide to go pro. It's a fact that we have a better way. Now let's go tell the world. Everybody, have a great day. Tomorrow, one of the most important concepts yet. Make sure you stay tuned. Take care. Bye-bye.